Annie Ashraf has effectively established peer assessment in her classroom. At the end of a geographical inquiry, her Year 5 students are presenting their research about the coastal town, Walton-on-the-Naze. Afterwards, AST Nicola Isabili responds to Annie's strategy.
Hello, these leaflets will hopefully tell you everything you need to know about Soupçon Marshes, brilliant backwaters, wonderful wildlife and the exciting environment.
The layout's quite nice and they've done it quite tightly. They haven't really cut anything off.
Right. What did we think about that leaflet? Really good things.
The way they've written interesting introduction, exciting environment and cool conclusion.
What did they use there?
Alliteration.
Alliteration. So you thought the alliteration was really good. Can you talk to your partner 3 things that you learned from looking at that leaflet? 3 things.
To protect the environment. I didn't know there was so much wildlife just around the kind of a watery area and stuff. And seals. I didn't think we would get seals there.
I didn't even know there were seals in England.
What Annie's done really well there in that Year 5 class is she's established a system of peer assessment where the children are focused in, they're cooperative, they're working as a team to improve each other's learning.
These leaflets will hopefully tell you everything you need to know about
The clip started with one of the children reading through the content of their leaflet and then to children peer assessing their work, and Annie had prepared a checklist of success criteria for them to help them in this peer assessment task.
What did we think about that leaflet? Really good things.
And she really encouraged that positive response by saying start with good things, and some people call that 3 stars and a wish, where they were asked to find 3 good things in that person's work before focusing on a way forward.
The way they've written interesting introduction, exciting environment and cool conclusion.
What did they use there?
Alliteration.
Alliteration.
The children were using the language, they were clear about what the success criteria was, and they were focused on their learning throughout the session, because this method of peer assessment encourages children to focus and refocus on the objective. And you can see that child there who'd been writing his leaflet, it was very clear that he had learnt something, it was cementing that knowledge for him, it was giving him a number of immediate audiences and immediate feedback for the writing that he'd done.
Can you talk to your partner 3 things that you learned from looking at that leaflet?
So peer assessment is a valuable tool to help children move on in their learning. However, you can see that Annie's worked hard to establish this system, and there were a number of things that a class of children would need to do. That good teamwork, that cooperation, speaking to people respectively and giving that constructive criticism, but also being able to receive that constructive criticism and understanding that that person wants you to make your writing better for the reader to read. It can be challenging to set this system up in your room. However, it's worth persevering because the children